There we go.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, everybody. You like my little strange, eerie fingers? Anyway.
Spirit fingers, literal spirit fingers.
Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Dewey Pettit, and with me is Charlie Dorset.
Hello. How's everybody doing this evening? Hopefully good.
Hopefully good.
I've had a backwards inside out day and I'm loving it.
Yeah, me too. I've had a really weird day. Hello, Ava. But let me go back up to the top here. While let's see. But before I go through the comments, I guess we'll do an intro. Let's do that. So, yeah. My name is Heather Dewey Pettit, and I am a writer, editor, and artist. And as a writer, let's see, I've done a lot of things, but one of the things I'm working on is a young adult fantasy and young adult, new adult fantasy with Celtic themes. And let's see, as an editor, I'm a freelance copyeditor and proofreader. Been doing that for a long time. And let's see, as an artist, I am trying to set up my first Etsy shop. So I guess that's what's going on with me. Okay, you go, Charlie.
Hello, everyone. My name is Charlie. I write under the name C.E. Dorset and maybe another one coming in the future if I give in to some of my darker sides. But for now, just that one. And I do all kinds of stuff. I do streams. I do videos now featuring my face moving because I actually made videos, not just like weird slideshow things. Hopefully that's a thumbs up. So yeah, I'm also do a bunch of podcasts, including Project Shadow, and the one that y'all would probably be most interested in, Myth Weaving, which is about world building and storytelling and all that jazz. You should be able to find it in a podcast engine near you. I also have a new podcast, which is exclusive to Spotify, where I get to play music and talk about music and all that fun stuff. So I'm very excited about that. That one's called House of the Blue Dragon. And I'm working on like all the trash. Like apparently that's just my life now. So I'm working on art today.
Okay.
And hopefully some writing to go with it. But
yeah, I get that combination because that's that is what I'm going to be working on. Excuse me. Those things, art and writing. Because I have to get ready for NaNoWriMo, and because I've committed myself to doing that, as well as this other thing called an Etsy shop. So on that note,
my brain did its traditional. It's 2 weeks before Nano. Here's the idea that you've never thought of before. That's the one you should do, because this is how it happens every year. And I tempted fate. I even recorded my not an announcement video for Nano, and it's already scheduled for Thursday. But I was smart. I didn't say what project I was working on because I knew this was going to happen. Because I know my brain betrays me.
Yeah. Yeah, I can relate. Yeah. For example, also what's going on with me while I'm saying hello to Words Fall Rights and Devin Cutting, and apparently you, Charlie, and CB, is that I'm also working on content, believe it or not. At the same time, I'm trying to do all these other things. So yeah. So some content is coming related to my my virtual writers retreat workshop that I did on writing mechanics So it's related
That's
to
awesome.
which are essentially grammar and punctuation and how they work together and all that jazz.
Spoiler alert, I've already figured out my NaNo schedule, and I'm going to be pre-recording, so I have the energy to do it, a pep talk for every week of NaNo that will be coming out on Thursday to help people
awesome.
get through, because I do that for myself every year, and I'm actually going to be sharing them this year.
Awesome. Yeah, I still have to schedule everything, but I've got just a basic plan so far.
Hey, plans
I
are
would be doing some introductory material first.
That's what the brown book of planning is for. All the plans, plots, and scheming. All the scheming.
Yeah. See, mine is it's bigger because I got lots of things coming. Lots of things I'm trying to do.
And just so everybody tries to do a
I remember
screenshot,
the undertaking.
that's the podcast project that I'm going to be doing next. Yeah. All kinds of fun stuff.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense, CB. Hello, Nikki.
Hello, Nikki.
And apparently so did I. So when was karaoke?
I know Meadow and Jace's isn't until the 30th. It's just before. It's the Sunday before NaNo.
I haven't even been. Yeah, I haven't been on anything today. I was just doing other things somehow. I haven't been social.
Yeah, I didn't know that there was a karaoke today.
Even Devin saying what karaoke.
But then again, I've been streaming with Jason Meadow all day, so.
It's an old one. I thought it was still showing and streaming. Okay. Words Fall Rights. I am trying to get 50K before NaNo. I am at, wow, 46,125 words.
Not that far away.
Chapter 13. Wow.
Not that far away.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I was hoping to get the novella I'm working on finished before NaNo, but I don't know that, since I may have a working project to do my NaNo project now, I don't know if that's going to be a thing. But yeah. Remember, goals need to be malleable, especially creative goals, because
I completely agree.
Sometimes your creativity has other things that it needs to do. So
you know what? You're right. I know what you mean by that. Love interest asked Snow to run away. Yeah. If you don't mind talking about your project, I know some people are like, and because I can relate to that, as well as if you see with my book, there's such an element of mystery to it, and I don't want to, do spoiler, whatever I'm trying to say right now, because I can't talk. So that's kind of hard for me. So it's hard for me to.
I'm far enough in that I had been prepping a space opera that I was going to write. And I have all the characters worked out. I have the story worked out. I have all the stuff that I need to get started worked out. And so I could do a side project in the interim before NaNo started. And then this morning I woke up and had a lit RPG idea.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never written in that genre before, though I have read quite a few books in it. So I have been kind of developing that on the side to see if that's the one. Because usually that's the problem with my November project, is it just springs almost fully formed out in my head. And it's the thing that I need to work on. So we shall see. But that's what I'm working on right now.
So is this the end of your chapter, Words Fall Rights? The end of your chapter 12? Okay, yep, that's the ending.
It's interesting.
I like that idea. That's a kind of a classic way to begin it, maybe. Or are you going to go into the response and then just go into and have that? I don't know. I
Or
started
if
the
you want to be
running
a jerk
away.
like I am, if you have a third or a second or a third POV character, start the next chapter from their POV and let people hang to wait to find out what happened, because that's also a very classic thing to do next. I don't know how many POVs are in your story, but
right. And Eva says I started the running away if she says yes, so which makes total sense and a way of picking up the pace a little bit.
also if this, depending on the story, if this is where a time jump would happen, picking up after the time jump and leaving a mystery what happened in the interim is also
at least for a little bit.
Yeah.
At least half a page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just some random thoughts. Hello, Tessa. I saw that I have some messages from you on Instagram, but I really haven't been on social for the last couple days. So that's one of the things I need to do, is I know I've got some messages.
Good point, Eva. If all else fails, interrupt them. Good point. Yeah, my guys just ate dinner and I haven't eaten yet, so that can wait. That can wait a little bit. By poofing abruptly. It's jumping a little bit. It's the first POV of snow. How do you write a time jump?
I find the best way to do it for me, at least in the drafting, is to establish the character in the new time frame and then fill in the gap as you go forward from there, instead of taking the time to fill the gap early. You can lose some people if you go into too much exposition writing right out the gate, and if you fill in too much of the missing time, that can bog the story down. So generally just start at the new time, establish the character, setting and mood at the new time, and then backfill what came before as needed.
Okay, yeah. I was just thinking, Nikki, and Words Fall writes, whoa, jump. Everything jumped.
Yeah.
And it's donation only. So you have the option not to donate, but you have to buy it through PayPal, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, that's the thing, is
because I got it.
Yeah, because I don't have a PayPal account because of reasons.
Sure.
So, because I was looking at getting it too, but reality may beat me down because they forced me to have a Facebook account, even though I don't really want to. So it may force me to eventually have a PayPal account, but I'm gonna hold out as long as I can.
But yeah, I mean, I donated a small amount. And hi, Tessa.
Yeah, I've been keeping way too busy. That's a bit of what this week is about, is figuring out what stays on my schedule and what doesn't. You can tell by me being here one thing that stays on the schedule.
Thank you so much.
I have actually stopped a lot of things already, because streamlining.
Streamlining. Yeah, I've been trying to do that myself. Words Fall writes, I like that. They get captured. All of a sudden, they get captured.
That's always a fun way to do it.
Yeah, I like it. If you what? Yeah. I can relate. Random example, snow is on our future. Yeah, that's or 10 hours for a year. Yeah. Last question. Yeah. Yeah. You have to use paper. Right. I mean, you don't have to. It's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yes, it does. It does have an option. I know because I kind of did that on accident at first. Essentially, I bought it twice. Once for $0.
Yeah, there's a band that I really like
I just do.
that releases all their music on Bandcamp. And if you're not paying attention, a lot of times, I don't know if it's how they set it up or not, but half the time when you go to buy an album from them, it's set to $0 and you have to remember to go change it. And I'm just like, no, you need money. If you don't get money, I don't get more music. You get money.
But yes, Nikki, there is an option to just pay $0. You just leave it the way it is, because when you see it, it'll be $0.00. So you just leave it alone. As long as you process it, it'll go through.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes. It's such a great idea. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
It's for the planner. It's for her NaNoWriMo prepping planner thing. Download. So I'm not sure I'm going to even print the whole thing. I think you have an option, because that's a lot of ink.
Kat, you're making your BB nervous.
Anyway.
Does this mean you need to be sleeping?
Yeah.
Because if you need to sleep, sleep, honey, sleep.
Exactly. You want cocoa.
Yeah, I cheated because it's part cocoa, part malted chocolate, and just a little bit of coffee.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's the mix I like to put together. It's very good because I like a hot malted chocolate and I like a nice hot cocoa, and why not bring them together?
Yes, Eva. Don't feel bad if you can't afford a purchase. There are those giving more. Exactly. Or at least I like to think the world is full of more good than bad.
I know the only time I've ever played around with that was so long ago. Let's see if anybody can even remember this. Once upon a time, there was something called the Amazon Honor System, where you could let people set a price for a digital item on Amazon way back in the day. And yes, quite a few people would bought at $0, but quite a few people gave a lot more than $0. So it did balance out. And I know for the things that I experimented with that, I made more than I would have if I had set the price that I normally would have set for it. So
yeah.
And I doubt anyone here even remembers the honor system.
Continue? That's odd. Maybe try putting in. That's interesting. I know because I know it went through that first time I did it, and I was like, I didn't exactly mean to do that because I was going to, donate something. So I know it went through that first time. I don't know. Or 50 cents even, or whatever.
I just hope everything's going all right with her. They've been so cryptic on the Instagram, and I just hope
it's been like kind of like, what was that about? They having some kind of problem. My guys are coming home, so I might go ahead and get a sprint set up just to avoid a few things. Avoid family animals. Let's see. Set a price as yeah. Well. All right. 10 minutes, 35 seconds. Okay, let me go ahead and do that. So I'm going to mute myself for a second while I do it.
The new video that I did, Eva, is very different because it's like the old ones where I recorded this thing doing this thing. It's weird. But considering it took like 2 hours to make, well, it takes about 4 to 5 hours to make the other kind of video. It was a lot quicker to just talk. Yeah, Kate, you take a nap. If you need a nap, go take a nap. I didn't even realize that. That is the length of the video, isn't it? I'm gonna have to go check on a cat. I don't know what's happening in the other room. There's all manner of noises. It sounds like they found a box, but there shouldn't be any boxes in there. Yeah, 15 if you want to, Heather. That's fine. Just go ahead and do that. Where could they have found a cardboard box? I feel like I'm in that scene in Mallrats. That kid's back on the escalator again. Alrighty. Would you like me to do the countdown for you, Heather? Okay, let's get started in this one. Make sure that you are saving your documents, that you're doing your wrist exercises, that you're keeping yourself hydrated. We are going to get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sprint. Let's get some words or art or something. Beep 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 beep. How is everybody doing? How did you do? The timer has expired. I am still working on some pictures to get myself ready for doing. Well, we'll probably be world building. I'm going to pretend like this is just me goofing off and I'm not actually going to make anything of it, but I got to be honest. Like, I'm probably going to work on this project. Whether I want to or not, it's probably going to be a thing. But yeah. So how did everybody else do?
I was getting myself organized, and I did try to stamp an image, although I don't care for it. Basically getting some stuff organized and for this evening. Pulled out some watercolor paper and white cardstock for stamping. and stamped one image. You have to pay for it. Well, so it won't. Interesting. I'm sorry.
I said whoopsie doodle. Yeah, I didn't even like when I saw the PayPal thing. I just went because I have a thing about PayPal, but.
Well,
I keep hoping that
interesting.
I'm not wasting my time.
Yeah. I'm glad you got some words follow. Oops. Jumped. 326. CB got. Tessidine, a few 100 words, because I'm still working on rearranging how this novel needs to be laid out. Renee's Strength. I don't know if I've ever seen you here. Thank you for coming to this stream.
Yeah, I'm concerned about that I might be the one that's supposed to cook dinner because we discussed the infoodening last night, but we didn't discuss what the infoodening is supposed to be for today. So I don't know if that's supposed to be a thing what I do or not.
Thank you.
At least at this point, I'm going to pretend that I'm going to live in the pretend that it's not until I find out otherwise. Because
you can be texted. Oh, that's all right, CB. You'll remember some of that, I'm sure. Words highlights the full night. Moon is up and we are the only two up. I tiptoe out of the room, walking down the tree house, meeting Win at the bottom. Let's go before they wake up.
Sounds like somebody's making an escape to me.
We are running through the forest with love on our mind as the night is young.
I don't know if I could ever write something in first person. Like, no, I'm not saying anything about anybody who does. It's magic to me, but I don't.
Yeah, there's something about it.
There's something about it that I've never pulled it off. So I don't. I'm amazed when I see people writing in first person because I'm like, oh, you can do that. You have that power. Wow. Like, it amazes me when I see it because.
Are you okay, CB? Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, Nikki.
Pain.
Goodness. Yeah, pain is not good.
Pain is a hard thing to learn how to cope with. And
yeah, I haven't had as much pain as a lot of people, so I can't really talk. I've had some in the past, but not bad. Not that bad.
That is a great blessing.
I have had pain in my legs, and I've had other things. I've had some back problems, but as I can go to a chiropractor, it really helps a lot. And plus,
I miss being able to afford, things like that. Because around here, like when we moved here, it amazed me because we're out in the middle of nowhere. There's 40,000 people in the entire freaking county, right? So like literally out in the middle of nowhere. So why is everything like 6 times as expensive as it was when I lived in a city? You know what I'm saying? Like it confuddled me because I didn't like pamper myself often with like pain reduction techniques, which isn't really pampering, but that's how my brain works. But then when we got here, it was just like, oh my goodness, who can afford that? It was ridiculous. Like the prices around here are ridiculous. Even for like a chiropractor or something. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Given the population, I don't know who around here could afford to even, like, how are you in business?
I was going to say, I mean, don't you live in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah. Like I said, there's like 40K in people in the entire like area.
That doesn't make any sense.
County population. Yeah.
We have such a high copay.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. I don't understand. So I miss that. I miss getting a massage or somebody, anything that'll work on my back.
Actually, I was thinking of looking for my heating pad because I have this worst crick in my neck on my left side. So if I can find it, I can like move my neck properly.
Heating pads are your best friends.
Actually, we have a rice pack I might stick in the microwave now.
Ooh, those are nice too.
Yeah, I got a rice pack. I bought at my con a couple years ago. So it's got Star Wars fabric.
Surprise, surprise.
That's you. Yeah. Yeah, they're really awesome people who sell all kinds of stuff like that. Heating pads and little things, all kinds of, they're a very crafty bunch. And they're also writers, and it's a couple, it's a family.
That's the great thing about cons, is like just all the creativity that you get to experience there.
Oh my gosh. Let me tell you, it's just mind-boggling. The first year I went, I was just like, oh, okay, bye. And then all the people I ran into was weird. I'm like, I know you. What?
When the hubby and I first got together, he had been to some game cons, but had never been to like a sci-fi fantasy con before. And so I took him to his first one. And games cons are just that. There are people selling games and playing games. That's it. That's like all that happens there.
Right.
And
although
I took him in.
That can be part of a con, though.
Yeah. I took him to one of the cons that I love out on the East Coast, and immediately just took him downstairs to the art room.
Okay.
And he just stood there like slack-jawed at like this gallery of amazing portraiture and paintings and sculptures and whatnot, and just like, this is what you see at that convention, everything. And then I took him up and showed him the slash table, and he stopped blushing about 5.5 years later. Because as you do.
And what's that?
So as you do.
So yeah, I was going to say, mine, we get so many such a variety of guests. Although primarily approximately half to 2/3 of them are authors. A lot of them are from the state. We also pull from Georgia and I'm trying to remember if there's other states we get authors from. What's her name? Meyer. Stephanie Meyer? Stephanie Meyer?
Stephanie
Does that name
Meyer
ring a bell?
wrote Twilight.
Not her.
Well, that's probably why her name's stuck in your head, because of everybody complaining about Midnight Sun right now.
Maybe because she's in the news. That's why.
Yeah, she's in the law. Yeah.
Oh gosh, that's on the tip of my tongue, and I can't think of it.
Oh, I do
anyway.
that too often. I do that way too often.
Oh, wait a minute. Well, I must knock something over. I go and look at. Did she come last year? Let's see. What's her name?
You know, if I do end up
Richard Lee Byers, Jeff Carroll, Rick Wilbur, Ed Wysocki, Timothy Zahn comes to our con every year, basically. That's so strange to see my name among some of those people. But, if you've heard of Kendall and Ann Morris, you've heard of them? They basically run this.
Names are familiar, but they're not.
Ann's been to the big international one that was in Dublin last year. The big, yeah. My brain's not working. Oh well. Shannon Meyer.
Hey, you had at least one name, right?
She's very nice. Shannon Meyer. So anyway, she was very, very, very nice. Very, very real and down to earth. And we were on 2 panels together, last year. That was cool. I have to admit.
You know, Tessa, I've not really done a lot of first-person writing in a long time. And if I do this lit RPG thing that I'm working on, this would actually be a perfect story to do first-person in. So, if I do this project that I'm toying around with tonight, I might actually try doing first-person again. Because it would make for a change, and it would actually be an interesting way to tell the story.
I might still be able to use this.
Just had a weird idea that wouldn't work, but I might try it anyway. I'm going to have to pull out my copy of the 5th season again and look at one of the POVs for some ideas.
Why am I doing that? Excuse me. Cool. Craig Taylor was in first person. Who wrote that again? Oh, if that's what you're working on, Wurzfall? Wait a minute.
I've heard people talking about that, but I have not read it, so I don't know who did it. See, this may just be because I have all the self-esteem issues and the dysphorias and whatnot, but I find the distance of third person a lot more comfortable to write in because they are over there doing their thing.
And she.
Yeah, just whoosh.
And she is the thing.
Yeah, just push them over there. And that may be why I find it a lot more comfortable to write in third person, just to offshore it more. but I think first would be very, very
Makes a
interesting.
lot of sense.
It'd be interesting to try.
Hmm. Oh, hey.
And no, Nikki, we didn't, but you'll be happy to know that we're currently doing a Vampire Diaries rewatch because I was talking about something in there because it related to something I'm doing in my vampire novel. And he was like, I don't remember that. And I was like, yeah, that happened in this season. And he was like, I don't remember that. And then we had the realization that we don't think he had seen through all of it. So we decided to start again from the beginning. And yeah, if you heard the Netflix opening in the background, I was looking to see where we're at. We're at episode 14 in season 1 right now. But and he is enjoying so much, and it's great because I get to enjoy it again for the first time because he doesn't remember a lot of what happened. So he's always like, oh, is this going to happen this way? What? Like, and he's doing all the like theory and stuff. And it's like, yay. And he's just like, well, aren't you going to tell me? I was like, no, that would spoil my fun. So, yeah, I've never had much luck with it.
You know, I think a lot of people struggle with first person.
I do think it would be interesting, especially for the type of story that I'm working on.
In fiction, yes. Because, right, I completely agree with you, Eva. And it's been a while since I've done some creative nonfiction, but I love it. I've done it. It's been a little while. I was thinking about getting back into it. Is that your hubby? Yeah. Maybe I just haven't heard.
I love Lucifer. It is such a good show, and
I for some reason I think I saw a couple of episodes and that's it. I don't know.
It's much better. It's much better binged. I actually didn't like it that much when it was originally airing on, was it Fox? I think I want to say Fox. And a friend of mine was like, it's really, really good. And when they put it up on Netflix, it was before Netflix even took it over. They put it up on there and I was like, fine, I'll give it a try. And a couple episodes in, I was hooked, just completely head over heels hooked. I love the characters. I love the show. And Nikki's frustrated because I haven't yet to watch the final episode of the most recent season.
Okay. And originally it was on like NBC or something, right?
Yeah, it was originally on either NBC or Fox. I can't remember.
That's when I was watching it. Yeah. And then it moved in. I don't know.
I think it's one of those shows that it benefits from watching it commercial free. Because watching it with the commercial breaks when it was on TV, I didn't enjoy the show. But a lot of the show is about the witty banter, and it's the timing that really makes the show work, is the back and forth between the characters. And when that has to get paused for 3.5 minutes for a commercial break, and then back into, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't have the same flow. And because I didn't enjoy it when that much when it was on commercial TV. And then when I got to watch it without commercials, I was like, how did I not like this? This is one of the greatest shows I've seen in a long time. I love it so much.
Yeah, I think it's great to have a definitive date like that.
It's one of the few ways that I can get stuff done is by giving myself a draft date. Be drafted by this date.
Well, I had given myself one, but then something happened where I didn't have as much time as I had. And so a good portion of this year was taken up by family stuff.
Well,
anyway.
I also tend to be a bit of a nightmare with myself, and like I need order and structure, and I get really mean if I don't get stuff done. Like mean to myself, not to others. Stuff has to be done.
I understand. And that's what I was chuckling at earlier.
Oh, Eva, that sounds amazing. See, I've thought about doing that because I have a theological background as well.
Right, yes.
And I have thought about that a lot, especially the most recent season, because I don't want to do any spoilers, but there's a thing that happens in the most recent season that I was like, oh my goodness. And I really wanted to talk about the theological ramifications thereof. Like the hubby and I have ad nauseum. But yeah.
See you later, Tessa. What?
Have the fun, Tessa.
I want to talk about it with you. That's why.
I know. We will watch it. I just right now I'm enjoying vicariously getting to see somebody enjoy he just remembered who the werewolf was. And he had a moment of, wait a minute, he ends up being a werewolf, doesn't he? That's really good foreshadowing, having him get angry under a full moon like that. Da, 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 da. I was like, yeah. The show is put together a lot better than people give it credit for. And he's like, oh my goodness. So yeah, it's been very fun.
Well, I've got a trash fire myself right now.
See, I think I'm just a fan of working on trash fires. Like, there's something about the burning stench that just makes me happy. And so I just keep shoveling and keep shoveling.
I have a lot of shuffling I have to do.
See how high that fire can get.
Oh, well.
That may just be me.
I like that idea. Yeah, originally I was wanting to be done by my birthday with my zero draft, but then things happened. And so...
See, I think the one thing I want to say is I've noticed that everyone has a very different definition of a zero draft.
Or so, I guess I'm assuming that means a complete and utter first draft brain dump.
Because some people, since I've started actually like working with a lot more writers and getting to see like early versions of stuff, a lot of writers that I'm doing that with, they use the term zero draft basically mean an extremely detailed outline. That's not what I call it. To me, the zero draft is me just going the story out because what makes sense. I'm a discovery writer, and so it'll need to be slapped around a little bit to get to a first draft. But I've noticed a lot of people actually use that to mean a very detailed outline. And I want to say that just because when you hear some writers saying, oh, I can get a zero draft done in a couple weeks to a month or what have you. Yeah, because it's basically an outline. Because that's how they're using that word. So just bear that in mind, words fall. When you see people talking about their zero drafts, that word has a lot of variability depending on the author that's using it. Oh no. There's a moth on the window again.
Oh, like a huge one on the outside?
Yeah.
I've gotten some weird looking things because I'm in Florida, because we have weird stuff. And I've had Luna moths outside of the window, especially if I was working late at night.
They're beautiful.
Because amazing. And I wonder what else could
You're saying all my favorite words.
Oh my.
Because I'm a moderator, Eva, and I've got the chat actually pulled up over here so I can see it if anything gets pulled out that needs moderation. And I haven't seen anything get pulled aside yet tonight.
Okay. I don't have it. I don't have YouTube, tab with YouTube running right now.
Well, I have one job on this ship. I have one job on this ship. It's stupid, but I'm gonna do it. And for anybody who doesn't know, That's a line from Galaxy Quest. It's one of my favorite movies.
Wait, what did you say?
I said I have one job on this ship. It's stupid, but I'm gonna do it. Because Gwen's job is to repeat whatever the computer said. Like, that's her job on the ship. And if you could just imagine Sigourney Weaver saying that, it's magic. I love it.
Which is probably why she is the voice of the computer in the movie WALL-E.
Yep.
Making fun of herself. And then apparently the Cars movie, the last Cars movie
Yep.
I could tell it was her voice. I was like,
the last Cars movie was good. I liked it.
Oh my God, it was probably the best one, if not the first one. All of the tributes to what's his name that played Doc?
I can see his face.
Newman.
Paul Newman.
Paul Newman. That's it. Well, that's right. Oh, I jumped. Yes, you are a mod. I made you mod a couple weeks ago. Galaxy Quest. I haven't seen that in a while.
I watch it way more.
And I about had a cow when I finally saw it.
There's a wonderful documentary called, I think it's called To Infinity. No, what is it called? I will look it up while I'm saying this. That came out where they went and got all of the cast and crew to just talk about the making of that movie and all the things. It's called Never Surrender. Because it was really hard to get the permission to make that movie because the studio kept trying to turn it into a different kind of movie. And so if you ever want to see Sigourney Weaver, Sam Rockwell, Justin Long, Tony Shalhoub, I do believe the documentary was mostly filmed after we lost the great one. So they have some archival interviews with him, but they weren't able to actually interview him. But it's really interesting seeing all that went into it. And honestly, the fact that there isn't a Galaxy Quest TV show in this era of streaming, because I would be there.
It did. Oh, so would I. Because it was such an homage at the same time that it was making fun of it. It was just like, it got my attention. I was like,
it was a love letter because as somebody who's been active in Star Trek fan clubs like most of my life, like I felt that movie. Like I like they got the conventions. The conventions felt right. The fan club, like, yeah, I could name every character in that fan club because we went to school together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know those people. They're real. It was done so well. It was done so well.
Yeah. It really was.
It's that rare movie that laughs with, not at. Because a lot of movies.
Yeah, it wasn't negative. It wasn't done in a negative way at all.
Yeah, a lot of movies that discuss fan culture laugh at it, not with it. And that definitely was a movie that laughed with it.
It came out in the same week.
Yep.
And hello, Bonnie.
Hello, Bonnie.
I'm gonna have a sip of my tea.
I'm sorry. My cocoa's gotten cold. It's still good, though. So I'm drinking it a lot faster, so if I start having Robert Smith-looking lipstick on, I apologize. It's just the cocoa.
Gotta drink mine before, like, oh well. Yeah, problem. Anyway, Florida, don't you love it?
Florida.
Boy, and it's hot again. At least there was a breeze the other day.
Oh
Hey.
No! I'm sorry. She said to look up my messages on Instagram, and I opened it up to. There's a new way to do messages on Instagram.
Oh my God, that came up today. I was like, "What is this?" I was busy. You know, I was I was in the zone. I was trying to get something done, and this pops up. I'm like, no, just go away. I don't want to do this right now. Don't distract me. I don't remember. Oops. I've never. I don't think I've seen Dogma. You've never been to Florida.
I've never been to Florida. But
and in the summer, everybody and their uncle is down here. And the population, like, triples. It's insane. It's so hard trying to drive anywhere in the summer. Especially on a beautiful day on a Friday. Well, I also live in a portion of the state that's where a lot of not attractions. Well, there's a couple of attractions, but mostly the beaches. I live in the same county where the beaches are, Charlie. So yeah, traffic.
That'll do it.
Traffic is awful. Like late summer and in the spring, it's rough. As a state, it's okay. Like Robin Williams, Nikki says.
Oh, YouTube.
Whoa. You can. Oh, yes. You talked about Florida before. Sheep's kind of cool. I know.
I finally made it on Instagram moment today.
Those are love hurricanes.
I had 3 people message me today asking for free books because they're such big booktubers that they can make me rich and famous. And I'm just like, tell me more.
There's a lot of people that live here. It's getting crazy. Anyway. Yeah. Spring break in Pinellas County, where the Clearwater, the famous beaches are Clearwater and St. Pete Beach, and there's a couple around close by.
This may just be because I shocking admission of an authortuber, I never went to college.
Oh, right.
But I never did any of this whole break stuff.
Oh, you never did the spring break thing?
Yeah, I never did the spring break thing. It's not that I didn't want to go, but that's a whole epic novel in and of itself.
I have the equivalent of a mass communications degree, an associate's. Just no piece of paper on my wall.
I am certificated. I am certificated and credentialed in the things that I need to be credentialed in.
There you go.
I did not get a degree.
I have lots
the hubby did. But
I have personal experience, that kind of certification. Lots of experience.
Yeah.
It didn't require a degree.
And all I could think was, if you're so rich and famous and powerful, can't you just buy my $2.99 book on Amazon? Seriously. Seriously, people. It's like, that's the weirdest scam ever. I don't even know what they would get out of it, except for, I guess, free books. But it was just like, yes, I have 250,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel, and I would love to review your book if you could send me a free copy of it. And I'm just like, dude, if you've got 250,000 YouTube subscribers and you don't have enough money to buy my $2.99 book, you're doing something wrong with your YouTube channel.
Yeah. Seriously.
You should be able to afford my $2.99 book.
Why? And my question is, why doesn't Hulk Hogan have a shop in Tampa? He grew up here. Actually, I knew somebody in high school whose mom went to school with him. Yeah.
See, I was never a Hulk Hogan fan, but I liked him vicariously because I loved Andre the Giant. And Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan always play, with very few exceptions, generally played like friends on.
Okay. I vaguely remember that.
But
I mean, I used to watch it, but not religiously.
That'll just tell you how long.
But I remember them. I remember them wrestling. I remember them both wrestling.
That'll just tell you how long it's been since I've actually paid that much attention to wrestling.
Me too. Me too. Oh yeah. Oh, wait. Charlie, I'll ask for a free book when I want to give you. Yeah, he's a real piece of work, apparently. Thank you, Bonnie. A lot of people, you know, practice.
Yeah. And depending on what you're wanting to do, sometimes the degrees are superfluous. Sometimes they're very important.
Right.
But a lot of them, like I say it all the time, if you want to go into cooking, if the restaurants that you're interested in working in require a degree, because some do, like some of the like chains require a culinary school degree, get a culinary school degree. But honestly, every restaurateur we know, we hate hiring people that went to culinary school because they're not prepared to actually, like, they have a lot of knowledge, but they don't know how to actually work at a restaurant. And we prefer people that have worked their way up. Just saying. For example, Parla Ham Plup. Then you needed a nap longer than the sprint.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah, there's been a couple of different versions of it that have been put out by different people, but my personal favorite is, I think it's called the Pocket MFA, and it's everything that you need that you would have learned in a Master of Fine Arts without having to spend the thousands of dollars to get one. Because
well, apparently, you know, the school system has changed so much that both my nieces, my brother's kids, are going to be graduating high school with associate's degrees. So I think that's great. And even if the other daughter doesn't end up going to college, and you know, it's going to benefit her, you know. So I think it's a good thing. Either a high school like that, or a high school that does career prep stuff. What am I trying to say? There's a type of school that does that.
That's the wrong word, but I wanted to say it.
Usually, yeah, I can't think of it right now. Like technical, you know, technical college kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, it's Tuesday. Oh yeah, your oldest vocational rehab? No, whatever I'm trying to say.
I know what you're saying, but I've got vocational stuck in my head too.
Yeah.
And that's not the word.
It's stuck.
That's not the word, but that word has pushed
exactly
out
the
all
word I'm looking
others.
for, but yeah.
It played Highlander in my head. There can be only one. And nobody better try to correct me when I say this. Isn't it a shame there's only one Highlander movie?
What now? No.
He said nobody better try to correct me on that, because there's only one. There's only one.
There should be only one. It would make more sense, wouldn't it?
It has Sean Connery in it. They fight the Kurgan.
The guy that played Tarzan. I forget his name.
Christopher Lambert.
Whoa. Yeah. Oh my God, I haven't thought about that in so long.
That's a name that you just got to keep in your back pocket, because somebody at a convention at some point will be really, really drunk and try to remember the name of that guy who played Raiden in the Mortal Kombat movie. You know the one. The white guy who played Raiden in the Mortal Kombat movie. Yeah, Christopher Lambert.
Oh God.
Just a name that you just have to have ready to just pull out at a moment's notice, because
apparently
you never know why, but it's always really handy.
There was actually a story on the news. I think that was either yesterday or this morning about there was a high school teacher and he got some money. He won some money, or I forget, but he was taking some of it to help pay off his. I think I don't know. He might have gotten a grant, and some of it he used to pay off some student loans, and some of it he used to fortify his class. And it was like it was basically a shop class. And he said something like, "We don't make birdhouses. It's all about prep, vocational prep." You know, so I think that's kind of the phrasing I was going for earlier. Your high school?
I guess not. I thought I heard a car door, but
Oh,
the
that's
dog
crazy.
jump.
Oh, you got to do it the way we always do it, I guess, huh, Eva? But now lots of kids graduate early, a year early, don't they? Haven't I heard that?
Yeah, I'm one of those kids that they tried to get to go to college when I was like 16, but my mother wouldn't let me.
Oh.
She said it would be detrimental to my health and I needed to suffer. She was right. I suffered.
That's what I thought. Bonnie, are you just saying hi and see you later? Because I think we might be doing a sprint now. And what would everybody like? Maybe 20 this time?
20, 25, 35, 45, 50. Somebody's got to speak for Devin. 88 minutes and 22 seconds.
Times are way different.
I don't know, 2025 sounds good.
Work, Bonnie?
Are you finally learning how to use that software you finally installed?
Yeah.
I believe that one's actually a reasonable time. Alexa, what's 1,111 seconds in minutes?
1,111 seconds is about 18 minutes and 31 seconds.
18 minutes and 31 seconds.
18 minutes and 31
Alexa,
seconds.
go away. You've overstayed your welcome.
So we'll just round up to 20?
That's good to me.
Okay.
I was just trying to remember what it was. I just remember having done the math before. I was like, it looks huge because it's 1,111 seconds, but it actually works out to be a manageable time.
Excuse me. Maybe.
I need to keep an eye on you, Miss Bonnie. I will keep an eye on you. Start messaging you every morning. Have you started using the software yet? Have you started learning how to use software yet? Don't make me do it. I'll do it.
Okay. All right, guys. Let's do a timer. Let's do this timer thing. Excuse me. My nose. Okay. I'll do it this time. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sprint. Okay. How did everybody do? What did everybody do? I I stamped an image and it came out really good. So I'm very happy with that. That I did not waste any watercolor paper, and I also said goodnight to my kid. So that's another one of these. And you must be muted, Charlie.
How about now?
Yeah.
Too many mutes. I have too many mutes. Apparently, I hit mute over there and over there and over there, so that I was like all the muted. Yeah, I am working on what I'm hoping will be the last of the images that I want to get done before I start playing with world building on this project to see if it's a thing that I want to do.
Cool. And somebody came in by the name of Sakotumi. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Hope everything is going well for you, hon.
Yeah, me too. And whoa, we're on the StreamYard. Hands on my temples, wondering why I want to change the plot now that I've outlined.
Because that's what happens. This is why I'm not an outliner. This is why I'm not an outliner.
This is me.
Like, no tea, no shade on anybody who can actually outline and stick to an outline. I need to know the beginning, the middle, and the end, maybe a few key moments in the story. Any more detail than that is just wasting my time because it will change when I go to work on it. I have 15 years of experience backing me up.
And ouch. Oh.
I'm having a scene from a movie going through my head right now.
Yeah.
Heather's art is just amazing.
But this is not my drawing. It's a stamped image, but I was successful.
Hey, excuse me. Wait. I'm sorry. As somebody who likes to play with stamps, there is being able to use a stamp and not being able to use a stamp. So being able to use a stamp would be Heather making really pretty pictures. Not being able to use stamps would be me making really horrible ink blots that will tell you your psychological state when you look at them.
See my other one. But and well, this paper here is a little harder because it is textured and thicker than some. Some is even smoother than this and more lightweight.
I'm just saying, don't denigrate the craftiness, because I have boxes and boxes of stamps back there. I am terrible at it. It is not a thing what I can do. Uh-oh. Heather? Sweetie? Heather? Uh-oh. I think we have lost a Heather for the moment. So, how is everybody doing? Hopefully it's just an internet blip and Heather will be back in a second. I'm actually expecting Heather to momentarily disappear and come back, because that's how this goes every now and then when the internet gets weird. So let's see. I wish I could click these and put them on the screen, but I can't because co-host. There we go. So Eva got her hot chocolate. That's awesome. My chocolate is no longer hot, but I love it. It's still very, very good, and it's almost gone. But I probably shouldn't have more than just the giant cup, because I was going to say one cup, but let's be honest. This is, I'm 6'1", okay? This is a big cup. So it's a lot of hot chocolate, but it was yummy, and I'm very, very happy. Sako says, I spent the sprint having an OCD fit. Oh, I'm sorry. I have some friends who struggle with that, and I was going to say I know what that's like, but I don't know what that's like because it's not a thing that I have had happen to me. I hope that you're feeling better and that you have come to a resolution that is beneficial to you and your mind on that. We have a Heather back.
That's what I heard. I'm back. So sorry.
I figured the internet went wonky, or StreamYard did.
Yeah, my internet. So sorry, folks.
That's okay. My internet keeps telling me that I don't have the bandwidth to do anything on it, and I'm just like, I am doing something on it. Like you should not be giving me a message like what you need to connect to the internet to do this. I'm just like, I'm clearly on the internet because I'm streaming here and I can see myself over there. So I know I'm going through the interwebs. I'm connected. Dang it. But I think the internet's having a day.
There we go. Yeah,
that's where so. Yeah, that's where I was.
I'm sorry, Sako to me. Sorry. It's a strange day. It's been a strange day.
It is. And that's why I allowed myself just to play with silly art that really means nothing today. Because if I do continue with this, that means I have artwork for the website to help promote the thing that I'm doing. And if not, I had a very relaxing day making a lot of pretty pictures.
There you go.
Either way, it's a win.
Exactly.
And I'm trying to tell myself that over and over and over again.
Yeah. I might do more because I have a basket of stamps.
Ooh.
So yeah, I might do more stamping. Deciding what to eat for dinner. I have tacos waiting on me.
Ooh.
So.
See, I might try to make the chicken cordon bleu casserole tonight because Nikki was talking about having it the other day, and I looked up recipes and I found like 5 different recipes for it. And then Nikki gave me her family recipe for it. And I've been looking at how to mix them, match them to make something that would be wonderful. And I'm pretty sure I've got all the stuff. So that may be what I'm doing tonight if I'm the one that's cooking. But you never know because hubby is at the restaurant. So he may come home and be like, I have this. So
I have had cereal for lots of meals in the past. It also can make a good dessert if you got a sweet enough cereal.
I apologize for the sigh.
Almond milk or something.
The sigh was not judgment of the outside world. The hubby and I have not allowed ourselves to buy cereal for many, many years because we would just have cereal for meals. So we just don't buy it. We have none in the house. That way we have to do something else because we're bad at it. We're just bad at it.
Tuna salad is an anytime, well, maybe not breakfast, but it's good for lunch and dinner.
That's what we had for lunch yesterday.
Oh, we jumped a little bit.
I noticed that.
Ooh. Yummy. And I also have some leftover homemade cake.
See,
that I might have a slice of.
It's almost time to make my husband's crack cake because it's almost his birthday. And he likes this weird ice cream cake that I call crack cake because it's ice cream and candies and cake that all get kind of... He's had the same cake since he was a little kid and he loves it. And so he still make it every year. But oh my goodness, it's death by everything sweet, rich, and overly flavored.
Yeah, apparently.
So I'm living in fear of cake.
Oh. Yeah, mine's just chocolate, but it's a whole wheat chocolate. It's called depression cake or crazy cake.
Okay.
Or pecan cake. It's really good. I found the recipe initially at the King Arthur Flour website. It's so easy and so good, and
they have some good recipes there.
It's really good, and it's apparently been around for like I don't know, at least 70 years.
I say though, I just miss turtles because
easy.
I used to work at the mall, and like that would be my reward if I had a good day. Is I would, as I was going out, buy a bag of turtles for Num
Cool.
Num.
Yeah, I used to work at malls myself.
I'm assuming, CB, that she's using turtle the way I am, which is it's basically like a peanut cluster with chocolate
Yeah,
that's
that's what I'm.
kind of dipped in chocolate, and so it's like a chocolate peanut. Yum yum.
Or maybe turtles are on the bottom in some way, shape, or form.
I've had it that way, but my
Sounds interesting.
favorite place that used to do it is they'd put like some peanuts down and put like a little dollop of caramel and some peanuts on top of that, and then they douse the whole thing in chocolate, so it actually had the dome like a turtleback. It was so good.
Oh my god, that sounds good. But I love chocolate and caramel. Way too much.
I feel these words. I feel them deep in my soul.
Does pain relief sometimes relax your entire body, but not the severe? But it doesn't get rid of the severe pain?
It depends on what's causing the pain. At least for I don't want to speak to all like kinds of pain,
Yeah.
but I know like the muscle pain and stuff that I have, a good muscle relaxant or painkiller will generally get rid of that. But for some of the joint pain, like it'll relax everything around, but the actual pain in the joints doesn't tend to go away.
Hmm.
So I that's a really hard question to answer.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, well, if you're talking about muscle pain, then what you can, there's lots of things you can do for it, but heat, and that will relax your whole body. Which, I can think of.
But yeah,
But yeah, it's kind of a broad.
I've had that experience where I'll get very relaxed and everything will loosen up, but the pain will still be there. But most of my pain issues are joint and muscle related. So
Okay.
I don't know how analogous that is to what you're going through, Nikki. But
well, that's good that you can stop. But yeah.
Anxiety is a harsh and cruel mistress. Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep CBD gummies around to deal with my anxiety.
Morphine doesn't make it stop hurting. Interesting.
That is very true. When I first hurt my leg, they put me on morphine for it, and I could still feel it. I just didn't care. Morphine is a very interesting experience. Yeah, same. And yes, Eva, they would make them with a little bit of caramel. It wasn't like a lot, so it didn't like change it too much. It was just enough that basically the caramel glued the peanuts together in the very, very middle. Because how sometimes when you bite into it, the ones in the peanuts in the middle can pop out. So they would just put a little bit of caramel in there to kind of glue them in place so that it was all one. It never crumbled on you.
When I was a kid, I used to sell turtles. I just happened to have a little flashback. I remember selling them for school as a fundraiser. Oh my gosh, that's weird. I'm sorry, what is British? You are.
CB.
Yeah, CB is British. It's just your side. I'm sorry.
See, that could be so many things, and I am not a doctor.
Yeah.
Like, that could be. So I don't know.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Do you
it's
ever
like
get stitches in your side, Nicole? I'm curious.
yeah, because I get a stitch on my side occasionally, and that's one of the things I like the lidocaine rubs for, is that will make it relax.
Oh, see, I remember if I went too long when I was young and I had a horse, if I went too long without exercising him, I would get stitches in my sides
Mm-hmm. I know that.
from unusing certain muscles.
Because there are muscle groups that you really
Another
only use when
flashback.
you're riding. Yep.
That must be the what you said. The light.
Well,
What did you say?
I'm probably the
Lighting.
CBD for
CBD.
anxiety, because
Oh,
it helps a lot, and I actually keep several different strengths of CBD. So I have 2 different in gummies and one that's like super duper in pills. That way, if I just need, but that one sometimes can make me go to sleep because it's very relaxing.
oops.
But I found that very helpful in managing mine,
Sorry.
because anxiety and I are old friends that I just wish that they would leave, because they live in my head and they don't pay rent, and I'm just tired of it. But it's one of the best ways that I found to manage, because I haven't gotten my card yet. I know, Eva, but I haven't gotten my card yet.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm still going through the long and Baroque process.
I think it was helping my mother fall asleep at night. I think she was taking I don't know if it was the oil on the tongue or something, or it might have been something topical, maybe. I don't remember. Show. Come on, show. Show. Comment. There we go.
See, I want to get I'm trying to get my card right now, because that would be really helpful dealing with my anxiety. But they've made it so hard to get one, because there's a couple waiting periods that are baked into it, and and I think I have to get 2 doctor's notes from 2 different doctors. So.
Okay. At one point, I was trying it for my son. It didn't really do that much for him, but you know what, Nicole? Yeah, that could be. You might have pulled something, or
it may be making you sit up in a way that you're not used to. I
yeah.
know when I switch seats a lot, I have a lot of pain, like what you described in my sides, from muscles working differently to find equilibrium. So that could
maybe,
be it.
Yeah, maybe you could call your call a doctor and just talk to them about it. I think you came up with a good idea there, and maybe you can ask.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that, because
That could be. It could either be you're saying it's a stabbing like pain. That could be like a nerve pain. Sounds like nerve pain to me.
yeah.
Yeah, because my husband's had some nerve pain from he has degenerated discs. Actually, he had 3 discs replaced last year. Yeah. So he has chronic pain problems, actually. I'll show the card. There it goes. It's funny.
Yeah. That's actually kind of what we're looking at doing is the card that we're going for is to actually, they'll actually give us 3 plants, and then it's not an ongoing expense because I can't afford an ongoing expense. But I know that when we go to Maryland, we will very often take a day trip into DC to stay at one of the cafes there so that my joints and anxiety will be better for the end of the week because there's a problem with having patchwork loss.
My hips have been cracking most of my life since I was a teenager.
My shoulders have just started, and I don't know what it is.
Interesting. You have some seeds. Oh, interesting. Really? Some shops? Even this. No.
Yeah.
Doing more transfers could help. Might come in because when you haven't exercised in a while.
That could do it too.
And ditto this.
And make sure that they listen to you because a lot of doctors do not believe women about the pain that they are having in their bodies. So insist that they listen to you because I've had so many friends that have had various issues that their doctors kept telling them were all in their head. My sister recently went through that, and it was so frustrating because she was in a car wreck that really screwed her back up, and they kept telling her that the pain was all in her head, all in her head, all in her head. And she had to fight to get them to do the scans and stuff to show that she actually needed to have some surgery to fix her back because they didn't want to believe her.
Almost the exact same thing happened to a friend of mine. She was hit by a newspaper delivery van, and it did something. But she has severe back pain every day, and sometimes if she falls, she just can't get up.
Yeah,
they have to call.
It's a really frustrating part of our medical system that for some reason they don't listen to women, and God help you if you're a Black woman because they still teach some doctors that Black people can't feel pain in the same way that white people can. Yeah, this is a common thing. Like this was in the medical journals. It used to be in the medical journals that Black people couldn't feel pain, and they would often do live conscious surgeries on Black people because they didn't think that they needed anesthetic. And it's still a problem to this day where a lot of doctors don't believe that people of color can experience pain in the same way that others do. And so if you're a woman or a person of color, fight with your doctor if they don't believe that you're having pain, because there's a lot of idiocy around this.
Absolutely no sense.
It's a nightmare when you look into a lot of it, but yeah.
Sorry, I got distracted. My phone is blowing up. I don't know what's going on. Instagram. I have almost twice as many Instagram followers as I do subscribers here. Okay. I don't know why.
I haven't even looked at.
But I post a lot of photos. I don't know.
I'm gonna try to be posting more imagery over there. I'm bad at it, but oh wow. I actually have more than I thought following me over there. Oh, great. That's funny. I'm following exactly 420 people.
Sorry, CB.
So
go ahead.
that one's for you, Eva. Apparently, I'm following exactly 420 people on Instagram.
Yeah, I think you're right. Eva. But
It feels like it. I know I get several a day.
But I had a goal to post every
Not you.
day.
You want to come up?
At least once. Every weekday.
Sorry, somebody's wanting attention.
Oh my goodness. How cute.
Somebody's
I couldn't do that with my dog. She's way too big. But she did lose some weight, so she's, what was she yesterday? About 57 pounds. So, but she's definitely not a lap dog.
Ich meine, Sasha. Hey, yo. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
The cats are doing things, and she's just needs some solace.
Oh. She's like, oh, like that.
She's like, you don't understand. The cats are doing things. She's so tough. It's so hard for a doggy.
Oof. Yeah, I remember when I was at that point, I was like, between 2 and 3 and maybe even 4, they still want to be carried, but already they're so heavy. You're like, okay, I'm done. Sorry. Like, mommy needs a break. Ooh. Yeah, because I was too at that time. I remember I was getting some shoulders and yeah. And then even when he was a baby and he'd be in the carrier, because those things are big and bulky, and I'd have to carry it like this, and you're like, oh my God, this is heavy. And then they just keep getting bigger and bigger, of course. Oh. Yeah, my son's just tall, and he has been since the beginning.
Believe it or not, I started life at 7 pounds and 7 ounces.
Tiny, giant, short legs. I'm trying to see what that is. Are those bricks? I can't tell what that is.
StreamYard picks the weirdest emoji font.
Yeah, they do. It's
not
like
a standard.
I don't even.
It's bricks.
It's a
I can
house.
see it on YouTube. I've got it on YouTube. It's bricks and a house.
Oh, a brick
house.
Oops, it jumped.
Luckily, I had the YouTube open because I never would have thought of that as a brick. That does not look like a brick to me. StreamYard, sort yourself out.
No, it doesn't look like it's like a brick and a half or something.
Weird.
I don't know.
Oh my goodness. StreamYard, you need to sort yourself.
That's weird. We're born at 6:10. Yeah. It's funny. Oh boy. My kid is oh my God. Even my kid is about the same size as my husband, and he's not done growing.
I was 6'1".
He's only 16.
I was 6'1" by the time I was 11.
Your daughter was 8 at birth? Yeah, I was a big baby. I was a fat baby, and I was bald.
I was born with ruby red hair.
Oh yeah, my husband was born with, and he'll tell you, fire engine red hair, and it was like an afro. So Irish, let me tell you.
I was born with red hair and green eyes.
Wait a minute. His mom is 6'2", or your godson 6'2"? I'm a little bit confused. Either way.
Yeah, he's probably having the pains too, because that's where a lot of my joint pain comes from, because my bones grew faster than my muscles did.
Yeah, I've heard about that. My brother had a couple of friends. They were brothers, and it was like the whole family. They were all really tall, and they all had like problems with their joints. For some reason, I remember that. Possibly. You have a story to tell. He's taller than 6'2". Okay.
That's crazy. Especially at 13. Like I said, I know how painful it was to get to the height that I was at. That's, and luckily I kind of stopped there.
My younger brother, who got to somewhere about 6'4", I think he was 6 feet by the time he was 15.
And they were afraid that I had a form of gigantism because I was growing so quickly. Like I was tested for every form of gigantism because it was very rapid. I went from being a little kid to like adult size. Like there are pictures of me with like my my 5th grade class, and I'm just like, I look like the weird adult in the corner.
But I was tall like my brothers, and then I stopped. I stopped growing. I was about 12, but I got to this height. By that time, he was asking about sprinting. Yeah, that would.
Yeah.
You're 5 feet tall by the time you were 5? Yeah.
Growth pains are a thing.
That was because of your Weaver syndrome. It's a form of it. Oh, I got it. Oh, I'm sorry, Bonnie. You're on call for jury duty the next 90 days. Wow. Let me see about. Why don't we do this? Let's do a sprint, and then during the sprint, I'll see if I can get Nikki on. So she can...
Ava. You're not wrong, but
you're not wrong, but yeah.
It sounds like it's raining outside here, but there's nothing. It's not raining. It just sounds
rained
like
here earlier.
Why does it sound like it's raining if it's not raining? I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't know what's going on.
It's probably windy. It's probably windy. It was windy here. It's been windy here the last couple of days. And the wind was going through the trees. When was this? Sunday, late Sunday afternoon, early evening. And my son said it sounded like water. I said, you're right. It sounded like water. Yeah, if it's audible, it's really coming out. Um, hmm. Let's see. Come on to the bottom, I guess. Oh, I have to reshare my screen. Let's see. That's right, because I got kicked out. Oh, all this clicking. Okay. There we go. Oh. Got some overuse issues at the moment, sorry. Oh, right here. Like this. Oh boy. Anyway. Hey Charlie. You want to give me a countdown?
Alrighty, make sure you're not feeding the gremlins. Save your work. Save it. Save it. I was working on Canva earlier today and it decided that I did not have an internet connection the entire time and deleted 5 of the pictures that I did. So make sure you're saving your work. Don't feed the gremlins because I already did on your behalf. All right. Let's get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sprint.
Okay. How did everybody do? What did everybody do? I made 2 tacos and ate 1. And look
That
something.
sounds yummy.
That's what I did.
I keep hoping that I'm going to get this stupid thing finished. But every time I do, I'm like, ooh, but what if and I could, because that's the person I am.
And Nikki, you're muted. Nikki is here. Aha.
Hello.
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 Me and Lindsay were eating a snack.
And I got Nikki in. That's cool. I have another taco to eat. Uh-oh.
Wait.
It's not a snack, it's a treat. That's what I tell my kid anyway.
Mini donuts.
I did discover that I have a horrific knack at being able to color match. Because if there's a way in Canva to do an eyedropper to pick a color when you need to match a color with, like, say the background of a picture you're using has a certain color and you need to match it, I can't find that eyedropper. So if it's there, somebody let me know. But it's getting like upsetting at how fast it is for me to be like, oh, okay, so I need to be here on the red blue schedule line, and I need to get about right here for color, and like watching it blur and going, that should not have gone that fast. Like, I'm not upset at it, I'm not mad at it, but have I spent so many years color matching that I kind of know where all of the colors are? This may not be healthy. Like, I may have spent way too much time doing this, if that's the case. But it does appear to be the case.
Okay, so let's see. CV wrote 309 words. And a line. Obi, I've heard enough. You're fired. And don't think I can't smell that pizza from all the way down here. Because I can. It's the New York style pepperoni pizza, isn't it?
You know, I'm very tempted to try to come up with some very special pizzas to put on our menu that no one would get our pepperoni jokes, but just to have them on there.
Yeah.
Because I think it would be really fun.
Pepperoni, 2 slices each, and then Napoli. You heard me. No, my mother taught me that. She used to say it to my father all the time when I was growing up. I know exactly what it means. Napoli. I'm not quite sure what means. No worries. What does it mean? Okay. I was assuming that it might be a little rude. Okay. Varying degrees of rudeness, like as in bloody and ruddy and stuff like that.
Sorry, if it's boom, boom, booming where Eva is, it might be about to boom, boom, boom here. So I'm looking up the weather real quick.
Oh,
yeah.
Because the fronts a lot of times around here go north to south on their way through. Oh my goodness, Eva. It is like red storms over you right now.
Oh.
But it doesn't look like there's a lot of them, so it should pass fairly quickly. It's just like a weird tail on the thing that's going through up in Wisconsin and Michigan right now.
Hmm. And then Florida's getting just very vague little storms, nothing major. Yeah, no, nature usually leaves that for summer. Big storms happen. I mean, like regular thunderstorms, but they happen a lot in July and August. We
Well,
get
I
a
gotta-
lot of them at that time.
I have to plan out my
Walking.
nights based on the weather, and I have not been paying attention because if we're about to get some inclement weather, that means I'm going to have a sad dog on my lap in the not too distant future.
Oh,
So
yeah.
she does not like weather at all.
Thunderstorms.
Yep.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I wasn't getting that.
Yeah. She.
That went over my
See,
head.
there are words that I can't. There are words I can't say out loud because she's a smart dog, and if she hears me say the T word, she will freak out and run and start looking nervously out the window, expecting it to happen. So I have to play a bit coy because I don't want to freak her out if I don't have to.
We can't say the WALK word. We can't say OUT.
POPCORN is a word we cannot say, or she will just harass you until it happens.
Mine will just whine and go and look out the window and look at you. Or she'll pop herself by the door very dramatically over and over. It's really funny, but try not to laugh.
Yeah, the hubby made the mistake of saying the word the other day, and I was like, "You're gonna have to make it," and he was like, "No, I'll be fine. I'll be fine," because he always likes to play brave. And then about an hour later, he was like, "Fine, fine," and he went in the kitchen and he made some. No, there are reasons that we don't say certain words out loud. She will hound you. I mean, she's not technically a hound dog, but she is a dog that hounds.
Mine is a hound dog. She's part beagle, we think. Well, we're pretty darn sure because she does do the baying thing. And then the shape of her legs, she's got that beagle. Well, the beagle butt. The haunches are just like that. And she's got the pattern, the black at the base of her tail like that, like Snoopy. Every other thing about her, though, looks like an American Bulldog. And she's so cute. I have put pictures of her on Instagram every once in a while. I try not to do it too much, but on the Heather Dewey Pettit one. I actually have 2 Instagrams, but I try to put more personal stuff on the other one.
Yeah, I gave up on having personal social media because I'm bad enough keeping up with one.
Oh, you mean the show?
So I don't really have I don't really do personals. It's like, it's just me.
I just mean like,
it's a smart thing to do. It's a very smart thing to do, and I wish I was better at it. I'm just
it's supposed to be. I created the other one just to kind of separate business and personal stuff, and supposedly I've been doing more on the other channel. I've been trying to be consistent with that too. Because the other channel is all about autism awareness and kind of what we do with my kid and stuff like that. So. Anyway, before I go launch into that too much, Nikki, you had a story you wanted to tell. I don't want to forget.
I was just about to say that. I didn't want to interrupt you.
No. Okay.
What was I gonna say?
Okay.
Oh, with what? Wrong direction. No, still wrong direction. With what? Charlie. Okay. Was saying before about how like doctors don't believe girls sometimes, women sometimes, or just don't believe people sometimes.
Mhm.
I had severe stomach pain for years until last year. Like to the point where they prescribed me hydrocodone and oxycodone.
Mm.
So one episode for like weeks that I would have the hydro, and then it would stop, and then the next episode I would try the oxycodone because it was so severe. I was throwing. It was the whole 9 yards. I don't want to get gross details, but yeah, couldn't eat, couldn't really drink. Tried to force myself to drink, and I would get sick.
Oh.
Had stomach problems. My stomach would hurt. And our mom the whole time was saying, check her gallbladder. It could be her gallbladder.
Yeah.
Maybe it could be the gallbladder. Check her gallbladder. No, we checked this, we checked that. It's other tests aren't really saying that it could be that. And well, there was one time where I had it where I did have a kidney stone the size of my left kidney.
Oh.
Yeah, it was so big.
My
It was the size of my kidney. I had to have 3 separate operations for it.
Mm.
Oh my goodness.
3, 2,
Um.
something like that. And then I had several other kidney stone stuff. And then just recently, last year, went to a gastroenterologist, and he's like, it doesn't really look. I would talk to a surgeon, see what the surgeon says. And the surgeon's like, is it causing this pain? Ask me all different questions. He's like, you know what? Let's just go for it. We're going to take it out. Because it sounds like it. It sounds very, very close to having gallbladder attacks. Kind of does.
Mm.
So we're just going to take it out. So they took it out. And when they took it out and they tested it, they were like, we're glad we took it out. Because literally they said, you had an angry gallbladder. That is their technical medical term for it. An angry gallbladder. Like, okay. And then months later, recovered from the surgery, scar healed, all that kind of happened. Everything was fine. I had the pain again. And I'm not trying to get all like personal with myself, but this could help fellow girls. But I was on birth control for a couple years. So went to my regular doctor, and my regular doctor said, maybe it's the birth control. Let's take you off the birth control. Ever since I've been off the birth control, I have not had severe pain at all.
Mm.
Muscle pain sometimes, yes, but not like to the point where I'm crying and all the whole 9 yards, pain meds and everything type pain. It has not been like that. So any girl who takes Sprintec, the birth control Sprintec, and you're having severe stomach pains to the point where you want pain pills, I would go check it out. I would go to your main doctor and have yourself checked out and have them take you off of it for a little while and see if that's the cause of it first before you even go into getting your gallbladder out or anything like that. So it could have been, with me, it could have been my gallbladder because my gallbladder was angry and didn't look good inside. And it could have been the birth control. So it could have been the combo of the two.
Mm.
So.
Guess what?
Huh?
I finished the series of pictures I was working on.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I think they're pretty.
Cool.
I'm very happy with them. I'm probably going to end up writing this. I had too much fun making these stupid posters. And yeah, I'm probably going to end up making... I think I know what my story is going to be. I'm not happy, but I'm happy.
Somebody's laughing.
Why does it do this to me every year? Every year. Like, I was prepped. I was prepared. I had character profiles.
Well, CB, yes.
That would be Lindsay.
Go to
She's
bed.
laughing at Reaper.
Ah. Definitely go to bed, CB. Get some sleep.
I want to be
my
that happy.
computer is that way. Do I have something on my or maybe it's just some scars. I don't know. Well, let's see. It is almost 9:45. What does everybody here want to do? Do we want to keep going
I want
until
to slap
10?
him. I want to slap Muse in the face for waiting this close to time for me to be doing something and giving me a nifty idea. If you want to do another sprint, that's fine. If you want to call it, that's fine. Your channel, you have rules.
I'm good with another sprint too.
Because now that I've got these done, it's time to start doing things with them. So I'm not going to stop working, whichever path you take.
Well, let's go ahead and do one more sprint, and then I'm gonna call it a night.
Alrighty.
That's all Lila says to me. Oh, I have heard many good things about the Harry Potter Advent calendars. So,
Giggle girl over here.
Yeah, seriously.
Giggle girl over here. Giggle girl over here.
I just want to be
Hey,
that
Nikki.
happy.
How does 15 minutes sound?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Okay. Hey, Nikki. Wanna
Yes?
give me a countdown? Like counting down from 5 or
Oh
something?
my goodness. Okay.
Well, at least she's having fun.
Stop laughing now that she's laughing. So.
It is rather infectious.
Yes, it is.
Just like Charlie says, save your documents, get something to drink, get something to eat. Yeah, I can speak English. Make sure you're stretching and getting up, and you're not just sitting there and writing. You're taking a break. You can take a break too during sprints. And you're saving your documents. Sprint starts in 3, 2, 1. Sprint!
Oh. Okay. Excuse me. How did everybody do? What did everybody do?
I started playing around with some potential world building.
Oh, cool.
I think this is going to be my Nano project.
Okay.
Oh no, this is how it happens every year. I prep a story knowing that I'm going to be writing it in February or March because something else like right before is going to go, hey, and it happens to me every year. The worst one that ever happened, it happened the day of, and I actually wrote that entire book, all 65K of that book in a month. So
Wow.
it's just, this is how my brain works for Nano. It doesn't work this way any other time of year. It's just how my Nano brain works.
Mm-hmm.
Which is also going to be fun since I'm doing the Milwordy thing, because I've already like been warning people because they're like, you're writing so much every month. You're writing so much every month. I'm like, just wait. Nano's going to happen. I'm going to be like, how am I going to do 50K? How is that going to happen? Because that's how my brain works. Doesn't matter what I do the rest of the year. My Nano brain comes and attacks me. How did you do?
Well, let's see. I looked at my stamping that I'm still exceedingly happy with, and I chose some colors. I started to color her. Let's see. Wait, did I do that before? And then I ate my taco, my second taco. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to force myself to stick with these colors, and two are for her, like her face and torso and stuff. So I'm going to, I've been forcing myself to stick with 3 colors for the more colorful items, and I think it helps.
Yeah, limitations are your friend.
Yeah,
like they really are, because when you have an infinite number of options in front of you, it is paralyzing.
Yes, it is. Yeah. I've had to learn that the hard way too. Thinking, oh, I love this. Oh, this is awesome. But yeah, if you have, necessity is the mother of invention.
Yes.
Kind of.
Yes, very much so.
So yeah, it's definitely true. I've definitely found I'm more creative when I have limited options.
I think that's one of the reasons why like I can do a large project with this like crazy crunch on me, because up until now November's been so far away and I could like dream and imagine and hope, and now it's like, no, get this done now.
Yeah.
And that's what's actually gonna make it happen.
That's kind of the mode I've been in this week too. I was working on a list of things to do, and I'm on the Kanban board and all that stuff, and gotta get this done, stuff I gotta do.
I made a couple videos yesterday playing with a new way to do that, did some writing on the vampire book that people are apparently very excited for. I feel like I've completely oversold it. Like I'm afraid to like let it out into the universe now, because everybody's like, I can't wait to read it. And I'm just like, no, it's not. You understand? It's trash. It's not, like I'm not reading it to be like really good. And I think they think trashy means like, I don't know what they think it means, but no, it's written for my own entertainment. But yeah.
Or is it what you think it means?
Well, that's the question.
A line from The Princess Bride.
That doesn't mean what you think it means.
Yeah.
I need to watch that again, because Buttercup is a Disney princess. Not officially, but that movie's owned by Disney now.
It's owned by Disney now?
Yep.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
It's because that was the.
Didn't the same guy write Shrek? No, that's wrong.
I don't think so.
Author.
I don't think so.
No. No.
I have to say, I love the
No,
Princess.
I'm wondering, but I don't think so.
But then again, I my next to watch thing is gonna have to be Treasure Planet, because for the last 2 weeks I've seen a lot of different people talking about how like it's this treasured movie. It's like great movie, and I've never seen it. It's like one of the only
Treasure. I think it literally is Treasure Island.
It's Treasure Island in space.
With that, flying boats, like steampunk Treasure Island, I guess. Kind of, sort of. I know there's a theme. I mean, a kind of fiction that uses that. I just can't think of it.
Are you okay, Nikki?
Are you laughing too?
Did you just get attacked by a spider? What was that?
Yeah. I want to know because I didn't quite see. I was looking down.
My arm got caught on Lindsay's headphones. This one was around my arm that way, and I was like, "What the heck?" So I was like,
So you also start doing this. I'm just like, "Oh no, what is it?
Oh no,
what's going on? The bug, the bee."
They're laughing at you.
"Oh my goodness." Oh, okay.
And your friend is still laughing.
Yeah. Giggle girl over here.
Giggle girl.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Attack of the Killer headphones.
Ha. Yeah, I guess so.
one of these days, I'm going to have money, and people are going to be confused because I'm going to have Bluetooth earbuds, and they're going to see my ears. That's going to be like, what? But that's not today.
My kid Charlie did not come out very tall, but I was doing too many things at once, and it didn't really rise as well as it could have. It's
Oh, chocolate cake.
It's almost brownie-like because it rose and fell and blah blah blah.
It turned out better than Neil's caramel apples.
Oh yeah, but it still tastes really good. Homemade is always tastes better.
Yeah, that's my new standard for a while, because it's wonderful to know that he has a flaw. Because I love Neil Gaiman, huge Neil Gaiman fan, but when he made charcoal briquettes out of his caramel apples the other day, it just made me happy in a little way, not like out of Schadenfreude, but just knowing that Neil can mess things up.
Right, and he's not a professional chef; he's a professional writer. And whenever that masterclass ad comes up with him in it, I always go.
Yes, I know. See, we're trying to plan a week.
It's learning through osmosis through the commercial.
We're trying to plan like a week that the hubby can take the week off, and then we're gonna get the master class, and he's gonna watch the culinary ones, and I'm gonna watch the creative writing ones, and that way we can get as much as we can out of it as quickly as we can, because it's not inexpensive.
There you go. Yeah, I've heard that.
At least it wasn't last time I looked. I haven't looked in a while.
I would like to myself. One of these days. Because whenever I see the ads for it, I'm like, ooh, that would be really nice. That would be super nice.
It would.
Oh boy. Well, think we might wrap this up in a couple minutes.
All right.
I want to finish my cake, and
Eat it too.
there's one thing I have to do before I go to bed, but I have to be off. I need to be off StreamYard in order to do it. I gotta cancel my Canva Pro tonight.
See, I am sticking with it. It's been useful enough because I'd already shuffled stuff around to fit it in my budget, and so it's currently in the stage of it's useful enough that I'm gonna keep it for just a little bit longer.
Mhm.
But it's like riding right on the edge of. I mean, a lot of it's just there's a lot of artwork that I don't have the time to do right now, and they have a very good collection of like pictures and stickers and stuff to make very quick picks for things. So
I'm just not very fast at using it, so that's to my detriment.
Plus, I've been enjoying making the weird animations over there. So
yeah, I mean, I might piddle a little bit with it before I click anything that needs to be clicked.
well, I'm not trying to talk you into keeping it. It's just I'm saying I know what you're feeling because it's like riding this like razor's edge for me, where it's like so far it's leaning just enough over on the okay. I'm going to keep it just a little bit longer, one more month, and then we'll see. Like it's like
yeah.
It's not a lot of money a month, but budgets are tight, and I can think of a lot of places that money would be useful.
Right, exactly. Yeah, same here. There's other things that are a slightly higher priority.
Yeah.
So doing that in a few. So, well, I think our viewers have possibly gone to bed because I see 0, although I know that that's not always accurate. So
I know that I'm over there, so because I still have it streaming over here, so it should say at least 1 because I've got it open.
It's saying 0 on my end, but
Autumn Ashley just started streaming. Nicole, and always pronounce her last name wrong. Mercina.
Okay.
I always say her last name wrong. Is streaming, and Tessa is streaming right now.
Okay.
So a bunch of people are streaming right now. So. And they weren't earlier, so.
So, why don't we go ahead and go into our intros? Maybe the last one on. Hey, Nikki, would you like to do an outro?
Sure.
Okay.
Ow. Sorry, my side hurts. So, I'm not very good at these. I'm Nikki. I'm a writer. I write fan fiction. I'm writing a trilogy. I'm trying to get some new videos out, but I keep forgetting to actually make the videos. I'm going to be doing a personality tag and a video about my disability. And I do live streams every other Friday and every other Saturday. Yeah. And all of my Instagram, my Wattpad account, and what was the other? Discord. And my Discord is all up in my channel.
Cool.
Hello, my name is Charlie. I write under the name of C.E. Dorset, and you can find me on everything under C.E. Dorset. I do podcasts. I do a lot of different things with the streaming. My Wednesday stream is moving an hour later on Wednesdays, so it will be starting at 6 rather than 5 for reasons of I don't like missing the end of the triple play. So to accommodate another stream that overlaps with mine, I am moving mine back an hour. So that'll be fun. especially when people start messaging me tomorrow going, where's the stream? Because, you know, when you do something at a regular time. But anyway, yeah, I do a lot of writing and I have a lot of work that will be coming out in the not too distant future. So
Awesome. Okay, and I am Heather Dewey Pettit, and I'm a writer, editor, and artist, and I'm working on getting ready for NaNo. I'll be working on my young adult fantasy, and let's see. As an editor, I am a freelance line editor. Line editor, copy editor, and proofreader, and I can be found on all my social media at Heather Dewey Pettit. I stream Tuesday and Thursday nights. I usually go live about 6:45 p.m. Eastern, and generally do sprints from 7 to approximately 9. Not tonight, approximately 10. But anyway, okay, and I have content coming soon, folks. Planning on that now. I'm planning that now. And yeah. All right. Well, thanks so much for watching, everybody who watched live and who might watch the replay. All right. Bye, everybody. Bye, Charlie and Nikki. Bye.
bye.
Hi.
Bye.